In their lives they've registered upon our brazen tombs and then grace us in a disgrace of death and make us heirs of all eternity. Therefore, brave conquerors, for so you are, that war against your own affections and that huge army which is the world's desires, our late edicts shall strongly stand in force. Navarre!
Navarre!
Shall be the wonder of the world. You three, Berowne, Dumane, and Longaville have sworn for 3 years' term to live with me, my fellow scholars, and to keep up those statutes which are recorded in this schedule here. Your oaths are passed. Now, subscribe your names that his own hand may strike his honour down, that violates the smallest branch herein. If you are armed to do, as sworn to do, subscribe to your deep oaths and keep them too.
Navarre!
Navarre!
I am resolved. 'Tis but 3 years past. The mind shall banquet, though the body pine.
Navarre!
Navarre!
To love, to wealth, to pomp, I pine and die with all those living in philosophy.
Navarre!
So much, dear liege, I have already sworn. That is to live and study here 3 years. But there are other strict observances, as not to see a woman in that time, which I hope, well, is not enrolled there. And 1 day in a week to touch no food, and but 1 meal on every day beside, the which I hope is not enrolled there. And then to sleep but 3 hours of the night and not be seen to wink of all the day, when I was wont to think no harm all night, make a dark night too of half the day, which I hope well is not enrolled there. Oh, these are barren tasks, too hard to keep, not to see ladies, study, fast, not sleep.
Your oath is passed, so pass away from these.
Let me say no, my liege, and if you please, I only swore to study with your grace and stay here in your court for 3 years' space.
You swore to that, Berowne, and to the rest.
Oh, yea or nay, sir, then I swore in jest. What is the end of study? Let me know.
Why? That to know which we should not know.
Things hid and barred, you mean, from common sense?
Aye, that is study's godlike recompense.
Come on, then. Let me swear to study so, to know the thing I am forbid to know, as thus, to study where I well may dine, when I to dine expressly am forbid, or study where to meet some mistress, fine, when mistresses from common sense are hid.
These are the stops that hinder study quite, that train our intellects to vain delight.
Why, all delights are vain, but that most vain, which with pain purchased, doth inherit pain, as painfully to pore upon a book, to seek the light of truth, while truth the while doth falsely blind the eyesight of his look. Light, seeking light, doth light of lights beguile. Study is like the heaven's glorious sun, that will not be deep searched with saucy looks. Small her continual plotters ever one, save base authority from others' books. These earthly godfathers of heaven's lights that give a name to every fixed star have no more profit of their shining lights than those that walk and what not what they are. Too much to know is to know naught but fame. And any godfather can give a name.
How well he's read to reason against reading. Proceeded well to stop all good
He
proceeding.
weeds the corn and still lets grow the weeding.
Spring is near when green geese are a breeding.
How follows that?
Fit in his place and time.
In reason, nothing.
Something then in rhyme.
Berowne is like an envious sneaping frost that bites the firstborn infants of the spring.
Well say I am. Why should proud summer boast, before the birds have any cause to sing? At Christmas I no more desire a rose than wish of snow in May's newfangled shows, but like that which in season grows. So you to study now, it is too late.
Then sit you out. Go home, Berowne. Adieu.
Adieu.
No, my good lord. I have sworn to study with your grace, and though I have for barbarism spoke more than for that angel knowledge you can say, yet, confident I'll keep what I have sworn and bide the penance of each 3 years' day. Give me the paper. Let me read the same. To the strictest decrees I'll write my name.
How well this yielding rescues thee from shame.
Item, that no woman shall come within a mile of my court. Hath this been proclaimed?
4 days ago?
Let's see the penalty. On pain of losing her tongue. Who devised this penalty?
Marry, that did I.
Sweet lord, and why?
To fright them hence of that dread penalty.
A dangerous law against gentility. Item, if any man be seen to talk to a woman within the term of 3 years, he shall endure such public shame as the rest of the court can possibly devise. This article, my liege, yourself must break. For well you know, here comes in embassy the French king's daughter, with yourself to speak, a maid of grace and complete majesty, about surrender up of Aquitaine to her decrepit, sick, and bedrid father. Therefore this article is made in vain, or vainly comes the admired princess hither.
What say you, lords? Why, this was quite forgot.
So study evermore is overshot.
We must of force dispense with this decree. She must lie here on mere necessity.
Necessity will make us all forsworn 3,000 times within this 3 years' space. If I break faith, this word will speak for me. I am forsworn on mere necessity. So, to the lords at large I write my name. And he that breaks them in the least degree stands in attainder of eternal shame. I believe, although I seem so loath, I am the last that will last keep his oath.